Wow, so actually I got a weapon. This seems really useful, pretty cool. I'm so happy for my weapon. Okay, so I got a skill point. I think we'll definitely try it. Let's upgrade this. It's currently the last quest.
상황이 이렇게 된 이상 포맨 발군은 답이 없는 것 같군요. 아벨군, 아까 말한 것은 확실하겠죠?
루시는 어디까지나 AI일 뿐 사람의 일을 대신해주는 존재라고만 했었어요. 너는 없어져도 조금 불편할 정도라고.
This guy talking
아까는
now.
얘기한 게 확실히 기억나요.
그렇군요. 혹시 아니라면 아벨군이 책임지는 겁니다.
제가 어떻게 됐지?
Oh, it's supposed to be responsibility. Poor guy.
루시는 중앙 제어실의 메인 AI 코어를 포맷하게 되면 사라져요. 아마 우리 목적을 알고 있을 테니 간단히는 할 수
She knows her plans.
근데 좀 불쌍하긴 하네요. 그러네요.
But
아무리
they
만들어진
treat it
존재라지만
like a person when it's
일단은
it's
어린아이
not.
모습인데. 가엽게도
평생 그러고 있으세요. 저는 제 할 일을 할 테니.
농담이에요. 상대는 그저 데이터 덩어리.
Yeah, it's just a collection of data.
우리가 동정할 필요는 없다는 얘기입니다.
Okay, there we go. This taunt guy is like super nice. So big. He's so big. Fortunately it doesn't work on bosses, but still very nice. And everyone gets like grouped up, so you can just AoE them down. That's useful too. Oh, this was... Which one of these forces again? Sector Sonova. I don't want to waste my Sonova getting nothing. Because you can stack it more than this level, so that's one item. 1 giga medic cube. So the medic cubes are different now. There's giga, 5,000 health, and that's Terra, which is my control E. Get 3 of its 7,000 health. Compared to the Mega that was normal last time. My Giga is normal, 5,000 health. Let's summon this guy. See how it scoops up everyone. It's super useful. I think it's nice because you can use him like for 8. That's the beginning of the level, and it will run to it. Everyone, minion will run to it. No, not everyone, but most of the minions will just run to it. Let's activate it again. Sonova. That's a deadly combo. There's more enemies over here. Destroy the blockbuster to get positive status effect. I wonder what it is. I can see here. 5% move speed. Oh. I'm firing my laser! I think this is the boss. Hungry boss. Okay. Whoa. I tried to find a safe control center defense mechanism. Let's activate my supernova.
무인 로봇들과는 출력 자체가 다릅니다. 에너지양 자체로만 본다면 소울워커와 호각입니다.
폭스같이 운명이라 굳이 조심까지 할 필요가 있을까요?
I don't even have to be careful. Whoa. Monkeybuck is silent. Silent. Activating self-destruct. Oh.
이게 대체 어떻게 된 일입니까? 자폭이라니. 얘기가 다르지 않습니까?
Oh.
미안합니다. 장난이 좀 심했군요. 울지 마요.
자폭 카운트다운 시작.
Oh. Don't kill Lilly. No.
메인 AI 코어 침묵 확인. 수고하셨습니다. 복귀해 주세요.
Oh. Managed to successfully destroy the core. Well done. With that, we can now take control of a ruined fortress. Great. Let's start with the search for those blood SoulWorkers right away. No, it's not that simple. There's one more thing. You think so? Didn't he say we could take control if we deactivated the AI? Did the boy lie to us? No, we have control over the facilities. The problem is, unfortunately, we still don't have enough power. We could compare it to a car with no fuel. We won't even move a few meters like this. That's why we need to make sure there's a power supply first. That's easier said than done. How are we going to manage that? We have to get the ruined fortress drive up and running again. The drive, does that mean there's a machine inside which keeps the fortress running autonomously? Of course, it's only a guess, but there are limits to supplying a facility of this size with power. And what's more, it wastes a huge amount of energy according to all the laws of thermodynamics because the distance differs significantly from the height. That means there must be a generator in the ruined fortress which supplies power. Finding it shouldn't be too difficult. All we need to do is check out where the energy waves originate from. That's what I expected from a doctor of energy studies. That's really as basic knowledge. It's nothing to write home about. Oh, what is it, Abel? Have you got more helpful information for us? I don't know if it's helpful. Apart from you, there are no people here who could help us, so go on, tell us. They use buster cores as generators here. I'm not very familiar with its basic principles, but it's something like an infinity generator. Buster cores? I thought they were just a theory. Can you explain it to me more in detail? They are engines which were created based on the theory that when there is an explosion of energy, for the briefest of moments, more than just the basic energy is released. You save part of that energy explosion and detonate it again, multiplying the energy. It's actually impossible, it's a delusion. So does that mean they don't exist? No, they do exist. My parents said they do. Of course, the discovery of that method will mean a source of infinite energy, but the people from that company aren't going to, so they gain extra energy from the explosion. It doesn't take a scientific genius to work out that that's impossible. Well, they might not be buster cores, but it must be something similar. Otherwise it would be impossible to run such an enormous fortress without a workforce. If that method really did exist, would it not only keep the fortress running, but it would also mean huge progress for energy science. And as a scientist, of course, I find it all more interesting. If it really did exist, I'd be very keen to see it. With your enthusiasm for your work, you could help us so much more. Not possible, I'm fully engaged with my research. So where are the buster cores and how do we get them up and running? The buster cores combine their energy with that from the slave cores and convert it to electricity. That's why we need to activate the slave cores first before we can use the buster cores. Slave core, is that like a backup motor? What sort of enormous machine requires you to get backup motors going first before you can activate the main one? Yes, it looks like there are 3 of them. One would be enough to go through the fortress. But with at least 2, the facility should be able to restart machine production. Meaning machine production would be automated again, but even an autonomous generator can't. Scientists cling on to theories too much. In a world where unimaginable things happen, you have to let go of stereotypes. Right, nothing is logical in this place. The world is already evolved too much for us to be able to explain everything with science. I hope you don't always come to conclusions based on your own knowledge. What else am I supposed to do with everything I've learned so far? Right, let's go through it again. We have to activate the buster cores to fully restore the power supply to Ruined Fortress. A complete power supply to Ruined Fortress will make our investigation inside much easier. And to achieve that we need to activate all 3 slave cores, correct? Yes, exactly. We need to fight against blood SoulWorkers, but right now it's got very complicated. Oh well, you do enough fighting against robots. At some point that will stop. I don't like how it feels, and this irregularity in annihilating them. You'd rather annihilate humans. How can you be so brutal? Right, we know what we got to do, so let's do it. We spent a lot of time here and still haven't found much. If we lose any more time, things could get dangerous, and we have absolutely no idea what the blood SoulWorkers are planning. Yes, we have to hurry. But tell me, Abel, you're pretty familiar with this place, aren't you? Yes, my father taught me a few things. Didn't you say that you must have picked up a lot in such an environment? Sure, if it's about the old layer, but the buster's cores or something else. That is suspicious, but something else interests me a lot more. Don't you miss your parents? The way I heard it, you were torn apart in a dangerous situation. You aren't even asking what happened in this place back then. I would have thought that would interest you the most. So, did I have to push him like that? Damn, sorry, I didn't want that. Stop crying. Let's go. That's pretty brutal. Wait. No man. Who's that? I am the support AI in Ruined Fortress. I'm called No Man. Hello, Lilly. I have a mission for you, Lilly. Clear. The robot guards in the control center are refusing our control. Even after the destruction of the main Lucy, it could harm other people. Clear. Lilly, please terminate the robot guards. Clear. Thank you, Lilly. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I felt like I should go this boss on manic. This is the last boss. Behind this one. Oh, holy crap. Took a lot of damage.
몇 차가 주세요. 찾아보시죠.
Ouch, I'm gonna eat this damage. I'm not sure to dodge this attack. I guess I need to be on my feet. I'm firing my laser! That's just a set that we tried for the boss. I think that might have been better. Damn, that was tough. Thought I could get away with my attack. I don't know what's happening. Not sure if we need to get away from her. No. I don't. We get away from her, so I'll say. What's he doing? I don't know what it's doing. Just a missile. I was healing. Is it healing now? I don't really understand. I think it actually was. I'm not so damage. Damn it. I think just staying under him is the best thing to do. Don't really need to do anything. Whoa. Is that now? Wait, yeah, it did hit. Healed 7 health bars. 8 health bars, I think. Not killing her. Didn't. Gotta kill her. Yeah. Nice. Wonder what I get now. Got nothing. Ah, that's kinda boring. Oh. This is the one I got in the other mission, so I get so much inventory. Now, no man is happy. Welcome Lilly, I've confirmed the destruction of the robots in the control center. But I don't have enough slots.
구입할 생각이 없다면
He wants me to kill him again, but I don't want to do that. Got 1500 gold. I don't know what to spend it on. Like revives can be useful, but I don't really die. I haven't died since Ravan. Probably gonna get revives, so it's useful for Ravan for sure. Get Challenger. It's like the highest rank in league. How do I check my titles? Can I get Challenger? Where do I find Challenger? Let's combine. The Challenger. Wait, do I get effects from having titles? Title effect defense 2.7%. Title effect damage reduction basic 2%. He who seeks out a challenge rather than waiting for challenge to find him knows the value of living. Rewards for the achievement you seem familiar. I guess I need to... This actually, I didn't know that. Stamina. Is there no damage? Attack damage. And this now, okay, let's go with that one. Extroverted. I'm not extroverted though, that's kinda weird. Check the last one. It's pretty cool. Aggressive title effect, attack damage 3.15%. Title extra effect damage enemy basic 2.5. Title effect extra damage to enemy boss 2.5%. Wouldn't it be great to beat your enemy when you stood right in front of you, but maybe a regular attack would be more effective. Rewards for the achievement Meteor Maker. I'm hereby using titles. Aggressive Challenger. That is cool.